The backswing is huge in the golf swing. If you don't quite get your backswing quite where it should be, you are going to massively struggle. Don't get me wrong, I've seen a load of funky backswings do a really good job. But the problem is you're really firefighting during the rest of the golf swing to get the club and the body back to where it should be if your club and your body aren't quite where they should be on the way back. So here's a great little tip to get your backswing where it should be. Don't forget, before we start, hit that link below to get on the website, to get on the waiting list for lessons with myself here at Whittleby Park Golf Club. Now, the backswing, it really is so important, because if we're in a poor position on the way back, we are going to struggle to get that golf club down to the ground and therefore down to the golf ball where it should be. So here are two really little things that you can do to make sure you'll get into a better position on the way back. And especially if you're prone to lifting, especially if you're prone to sort of over rotating, especially if you're prone to over swinging in the backswing. Now, an overswing is not always a bad thing, but the problem is, again, we're really having to really try and work to get that club back into that golf ball, and we're just not going to be as repeatable as we could be. So what makes a good backswing? Well, assuming we're a right-handed golfer, obviously reverse this if you're a left-hander. What I want you to do on the way back is this. With your right arm, what I want you to try and feel here is with your palm facing your target and your right elbow gently touching your right side. What I want you to do, I want you to gently rotate around so you feel that two things are happening in particular. One, you feel like your thumb is pointing gently up to the sky, and two, your right elbow is quite close to that right side. So you'll notice here that on the way back, I'm about halfway back in my backswing, my right elbow is pretty close to me. It's not over here somewhere, it's quite close to me. It's not touching, but it's pretty close. And this is what we call your stabilizer when we get to the top of your swing, because you'll notice that we feel, and when you do this drill, you'll notice that you can't go any further back because your right shoulder is just nice and stable and solid. You won't be able to feel like you're taking it back any further. So when we feel that slight rotation around, thumbs up, slight rotation around, you'll start to feel a little bit more of a solid sensation in that right shoulder. And that is your stabilizer, because then when we get to the top here, that's stabilizing your golf club from there. And you'll notice a couple of things. One, you can't take it back any further, but also two, the shaft is already pre-shallowed. So you hear a lot of these videos talking about shallowing out that shaft. You don't have to try and shallow that club out back on the way down, because it's already shallowed out when we allow the right arm to do a little bit of rotating, what I like to call opening the door on the way back. So it's that slight rotation on the way back, right elbow relatively close to us, and we'll get that club into a much better position. To some of you, this is going to feel really strange. This is going to feel unbelievably short. But my word, and I mean pretty instantly as well, when I say this, you'll hit some better shots within 2-3 shots. If you're prone to sort of lifting and overswinging, that means you're more than likely to pull the ball or cut the ball quite a bit over to that right-hand side for a right-handed golfer. This is going to feel different, but my word, you are going to see some pretty instant results by allowing that right forearm to rotate around your body, allowing that right elbow to stay relatively close. And that is your backswing stabilizer for much more repeatable shots.